Hi everybody, this is Ashoo here and welcome to my channel. My channel is all about spiritual integration, laughter yoga, self-motivation, self-help tools, inspiration. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. And today in this video, I would like to talk a bit about the topic of why panic is created during Kundalini, or why Kundalini creates panic in the process. As I get a lot of emails from the people around the world who are undergoing this process of spiritual growth or overtaken by the symptoms of different level than what they were used to. The body and mind, they face challenges when any kind of change happens, and this change is quite a deep change that is happening in the layers of energy. So panic is very natural to take place in the process. So I will be sharing some light based upon my experiences and channeling information through my energetic layers and my experiences on why panic is happening and what can you do to deal with that panic. Now, when the Kundalini process starts in your system, it's a process that your system was not used to. You are opening up to different layers of awareness, and you are opening up to different layers of different dimensions of information. So what's happening? The subtle channels are getting activated in the process, which were kind of lying asleep earlier on. So basically your chakras are opening up, your chakras are getting activated, and you are getting information that was not available to you earlier on. So at this point of time in the beginning process, because it is happening to a lot of people all of a sudden around the world, and they have no idea what's happening to them when these symptoms appear. So when the medical tests and everything comes out to be normal, then they start looking for the reasons for why this is happening to them, and then they start exploring the spiritual aspect or the shifts happening for their growth, for their evolutionary process. The shifts are happening and they start paying attention to it from that point of view, which is good because then you can really navigate in the right direction to manage and deal with those symptoms. So basically your subtle layers and channels are getting opened up, and the energy is trying to divert your attention to look within and introspecting more. So your outer life is going to be disturbed a lot. So when this shift happens, your system goes into kind of panic mode, because you were not expecting, first of all, something that drastic or of immense scale to happen to you. Secondly, you're feeling panic because you were not prepared. Your body and mind had not undergone the purification process for the energy to slither through your system without any obstructions. So when the energy begins to rise through your system, it faces challenges and obstructions, blockages, and you will sense pains, physical pains or emotional pains or mental confusion and doubts. That is going to happen for sure in the process. And that is a part of the purification process, because energy wants to open you to the different level of your being, a level that can bring you in touch with your truth, your authentic self, your soul self, your spiritual self, Beforehand, you were dealing with your own identity as belonging to the outer world. So when this energy is activated, it is just trying to rip you off. It's really rip you off, like rest in peace. It's telling you rest in peace from the outer world, from the distractions, from the identities that your attentions were focused on. So it's trying to bring you back home to itself. And that home is not really a home to you because you were not used to. You don't know what's happening to you. You had no idea this energy was lying dormant within your own bodily system. So when these subtle energy channels are opening up, your system is not prepared, first of all. Your system has no idea how to deal with it. And your system is in panic because your external life, what you are planning and what you do on daily basis is getting totally disturbed, out of your control. So it's like going out of your control, which is very panicky thing to do. If you're going on a job, maybe you're experiencing symptoms that are not allowing you to focus on your job. You're having headaches, you're having migraine headaches, you're having pressures in your body, energetic pressures, which are not allowing your body to focus on the things in the way that it was used to focusing with the normal flow of energy. It's difficult what your body is going through suddenly, and it's normal for your system to go into panic mode when this is happening. But another thing to take note of is that the sooner you are able to acknowledge and surrender to this process and begin to start navigating it from a space of calm and surrender, the better it is for you. Because you cannot turn it down. You're too helpless to turn it down. This is beyond your control. This is an embodied energy of the universal consciousness, embodied energy, feminine energy of the universe that has risen, and your distracted egoic self is too limited to turn it down with its so-called power. So the best is to submit to it and learn to navigate it with the tools that are most suitable to manage it on daily basis, and finally integrate it in the ways that it allows you to again lead your life in a normal way. So there are many ways you can start to integrate it, but at the same time I can't deny the truth that the pain bodies that are going to stir up through this process, you got to manage and deal with them, because you can't turn it down. It's a part of your cleansing and evolutionary process. No pain, no gain. And you're not going to regret it, believe me, because every painful cycle of cleansing that you will go through is raising your vibrational frequency. It's opening up the channels of your awareness. It is aligning your chakras. It is bringing you successfully into the energy dimensions, which are much lighter and free from stress than you were used to experiencing earlier on. At first, you will have to undergo a lot of stress, but it is just like the principle of cause and effect. The more stress you will undergo during this process, depending upon how much cleansing needs to be done into your system, the more lighter your body will emerge afterwards if you have passed through your challenges with surrender, faith, and resilience. So, panic is very natural, but I would just definitely say that there are many techniques. I do offer consultation if you are undergoing panic, difficulties, physical difficulties, emotional difficulties, or mental confusion. I can help you with certain tools that helped me to sail through the process. I will put the link in the description box below in case you want to reach out to me for consultation. The best way is to navigate your way through those symptoms in the right way. A lot of times when we do not have the right tools, we keep swirling in circles in the process for long time. And sometimes even if you have the right tools, still it may take very long time depending upon the concentration of the energy that needs to be aligned and brought back into balance, because every individual is different. Every individual has different energy layers and stuckness, traumas, or healing that needs to be done. So it will depend upon how intense your obstruction is in your energetic system and how sensitive you are as an individual. If you're a highly sensitive person, you may take longer to heal because your threshold of sensing and feeling is much more intense than the people who are not highly sensitive people. So you have absorbed anything with much more intensity than an average brain would do that doesn't fall into the category of HSP. So it's very important to identify if you're an HSP or not. 20% of the population around the world is HSP. They have a tendency to feel and experience things with much more intensity. Their brain is structured like that, so they have no choice. They absorb energies as well according to that. It's a gift, but when it's not understood and managed accordingly, it becomes a curse as well, because you're absorbing energies from all around you without any protection. So panic is natural, and be ready to face the panic with the right tools. You must have access to the right knowledge and right tools and right people, because that is going to validate your experiences and that is going to give you a kind of support system so that it does not multiply your panic or trauma around the shift that is happening. Now, it is very important to understand that when you're going through the Kundalini panic or the symptoms that seemingly like a depression during Kundalini is different from the clinical depression. When you're going through the dark night of the soul after undergoing the stages of panic, you must understand that your depression, it's useless going to the doctors because it's not clinical depression. It is a spiritual depression which will evaporate and pass as you deal with your situation in a systematic, in the right way, with the right tools, with the right skills, spiritual skills, with the right techniques of introspection, inner work, energy understanding, how energy is trying to unfold itself, where it is trying to connect to you, how it is trying to connect to you with your internal compass, with your internal truth, and how it is awakening you to the layers of your own energetic awareness at different levels of your life, emotional, mental, as well as physical. You will notice a lot of shifts happening in your life, both energetically, physically, whether it is your diet, your relationships, your tendencies and behaviors, your approach to life, your perspective, and even your profession. So be ready for all those shifts, which are not easy. So panic is happening because a lot of shift is happening. The energy has stirred all your energy centers. And believe me, this shift is not a bad shift. Where once you integrate it, you are in a much better place than you were before, and you will feel kind of blessed that thank you for giving me this opportunity to experience this energy. So, panic is, don't panic about your panic. Because this panic is not going to kill you, though you may seem like you're dying off, your old life is dying off, your old vision is dying off. It's like a wall, a door that existed in your inner vision is opening up, bringing you to a new dimension. You were not even aware of that door. You didn't even have awareness of your, when your third eye begins to open up, you will be opening up to the new possibilities. You will be opening up to the new information, and your perspective is shifting totally, and that is causing, you're not ready for looking at different things. You're not ready to leave your old life. You're not ready to leave a life of familiarity and go into a no man's land about which you have no sense of referencing. But believe me, that is something that you don't have to panic about, because you are taken care of. This energy is very intelligent energy. It is the universal energy. It takes care of each one of us. It's nurturing energy. Have you noticed that we have so much chaos on the planet? Earthquakes, tsunamis, and whatnot, so many disasters. But afterwards, life continues. Life keeps growing. The land is fertile. People are born, children are born. So life keeps on going. It is that energy, the energy of growth, the energy of forward movement. So don't get panicked about your panic. Surrender, get right knowledge, reach out to right people, navigate your path with the right tools, and you're good to go. It's important to get in touch with people who have gone through such experiences in order to make the process more believable. So I hope I'm able to shed some light on why not to panic when you're overtaken by panic during Kundalini. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Up, not down. Up, 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 up. And subscribe to my channel if you like it. And I'll see you in the next video. Till then, you stay blessed. Bye.